Hello, this is a quick demo of a change I'm proposing for Cockpit machines. So let's first look at the status quo, the current state of how it behaves in the released version of Cockpit. So this is a virtual machine that has been shut off. Here is the label that tells you that it's in the shut off state, and now you look closely at the font size here. This is the same size as the text here around it in general. So this is a little tweak that we have made to pattern fly. Normally pattern fly labels have smaller text. It's a detail, but no, details are important. So, and now I have now rigged this virtual machine so that it fails to start. And if I start it now, you get the failure indication here in the state as another label. And note that this one now has the big font as we want to have it here, but the shut off label now is smaller. I don't know if that's intended or a bug. Anyway, it's maybe inconsistent and it uses all the space here. And we have to add extra text here to make it discoverable that this is actually something that you can click. And we have to put this icon here so that you can actually see that you can remove it if you're not interested in that anymore. So I put it back now. And if you actually click this now, you get a pop-up. And the pop-up is now centered over all these icons. It's not actually for this label here, but it's for the whole thing. So that's why this is not in the middle, but here in this weird place. Anyway, now you get the detailed error message here. And the same is shown here on the overview. And if you have a narrow view, then this gets all a little bit messed up here. And you get a, I don't know what this is for. You get this pop over here, but then when you click it, you get another one. So in general, I don't like this very much. And also when we upgrade to the next minor version of Pattern Fly, they will change how it looks. And then this underline here doesn't work anymore, and it's barely visible because it's just a couple of gray dots. And they don't recommend to put links into labels anyway, so they want us to make the whole label clickable, but you can never discover that because it just looks like any other label. So, and as an alternative, I want now to propose that we do not use this failure label here, but we use toast notification for that. And if I've done everything right, I can just reload this, and now we have the new code. And if I now click on run, you get a toast notification here, like we get in other cases already. When installation fails, for example, you get this one and you get this here, or adding TPM if that fails. And I guess if you add a graphical console and that fails, it's not shown here in the state thing, but it all comes via these toast notifications. And this has now the same information in here. You can now start it a couple of times. You get a couple of these. They stick around here on the overview, of course. You can delete them again, and it doesn't mess up the table layout here anymore. The same is true now for storage pools. They would also get a failed label here, which would mess up the layout of the table. But now when you activate it and it fails, then you get the toast notification. Yeah, I think that's the future. Toast notifications are the future, and we should use it exclusively in Cockpit machines. And yeah, I propose to do this in this pull request. Thanks a lot.